This isn't going to be cheap filling this thing up with 93. To the top. $4.62 a gallon. Could be worse, I guess. Make it stop. Oh yeah. Could be worse. So the only thing that sucks about these hood vents is that breather I have on the valve cover likes to get on my windshield a little bit. So it kind of gets a little oily at times. You'll have that on them big jobs. Look, I'm already saying if you don't go to Quick Trip and you don't end up with 2 taquitos and a drink, you're not doing it right. That exhaust looks so bad. Look at my parking. You can tell I've been parking a Golf that's a half the size of this thing because I'm parking over the line. So I was going to do a cool video with Draggy and show off some cool things, but mine is unfortunately inoperable now because the battery kind of screwed itself. So no satellites on the Draggy, so I can't really do too much of that just yet. I'd figure out a way to fix this. I know Ken Kyle Racing has a video on fixing his, so probably get a battery order and fix that. But in the meantime, I wanted to go over exactly some things about this. So I do know an exact weight of this car, you know, plus the interior, because I took out the back seat just for some fun and to see if it changed anything. But I'll put that little photo right here. Okay, so that showed 4570, which that's kind of a heavy pig. It really is, considering this car went 1150 full interior, and my 1108 that I ran in my car was at a like low 3,600 pound range. We got a lot of room to grow. So I'm going to show a video of my built engine Gen 3R upgraded turbos right here. This is a roll I did before I parted out the car. And then I'll do a roll in this and we'll do a little comparison. So this is no back seat, obviously. But in that video that I just posted, that is, well, I guess I shouldn't say posted, just showed you, was my last car that had no door panels, no passenger seat, half of the dash stuff missing, you know, some of the entertainment stuff up front, definitely nothing in the trunk, definitely no carpet. I had a Kirky instead of a like a leather seat, I guess. That car didn't have massage or AC seats or heated seats. So a lot of extra weight in that car compared to this one. Not to mention, no sunroof in that car. So probably, I would say in that video, about 600 pounds lighter than this car is. There was a lot of trick things that I did on that last car to get it down so low in weight. So I've got a lot I gotta do to this, but here is the acceleration video of how the car sits right now. So no back seat, 42% wastegate, so 42% of the turbo, and pretty spicy. And I already know somebody's gonna be like, oh, you're using nitrous. But yeah, the nitrous in this car is boost assistance only. I don't know how many times I've said this, but I actually took the bottle out because I don't really need it in the car right now. It's actually over here next to my next to my random 2JZ downpipe. So yeah, no nitrous. It's spool assistance only, so it doesn't help in the top end. It only helps when the turbo is lagging off the line, which I haven't even touched that yet. I honestly haven't tried to dig the car too much because just want to make sure everything is in good working order and that I trust the car before I do full dick things. But I'm gonna do an overlay now where it's both of them at the exact same time, and it shows you how close this car is to my old car while still being extremely heavy. So this turbo at 42% wastegate is keeping up with the Gen 3Rs that were at about 70-ish%. I'll take that where I can. Given this turbo does not spool off the line at all. That's the reason for the nitrous. Unless I sit there forever cooking the fluid in the stock transmission, I'm not going anywhere quick. In fact, I've tried launching this without the nitrous. I haven't touched the nitrous. I know I've said that already. But I lagged for like a solid 2 seconds before I even hit boost. But I want to ask you guys about some plans that I have, you know? I think this battery needs to be relocated down in here, and then we have to, right? I mean, like, look, right here, just hood stack right on out. I also got a few other things for the car. These rotors are toasty. So I've got some R1 brakes coming. You know how I like my R1 stuff. I've got R1 on the Golf. I had R1 on my last car. I even got freaking R1 on my Escape, dude. R1 brakes is where it's at. Cheap, free shipping. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but that's where I get my brakes from. And then we also have an MPVI2, which is an HP Tuners device. I do have an SCT device in here. It's mostly used for like logging, like actual just like looking at the screen. It's never been updated or anything. Came with the car, but tuner wants to use HP Tuners to make sure that we are getting everything 100%. Because on SCT the boost like maxes out at 22 pounds and then you can't really see over that, but the map sensor is still reading higher than that. So we want to make sure that we are, you know, reading everything correctly, because it probably right now at 42% it's running 20 to 21 pounds and it'll spike up to like 24.5 pounds. That's the highest I've ever seen as far as like. So it maxes out on the SCT device, but this car has a cool thing. It is this boost gauge right here. It's an AEM True Boost, and it'll still tell me exactly what it's running. And this is actually how I manage my boost. So I can have different wastegate percentages, and I can just change it on the fly, which is way better than the stock turbo setup where you have to flash a whole other freaking tune for 2 minutes. Well, not even 2 minutes, like 5 minutes just to run another pound of boost. I can just change it on the fly, which is sick. So MPVI2 to get it all tuned up. Like I said before, when he sold me the car, he took 6 degrees of timing out of it. So it's a lot less spicy than what it was before. Also, screw this filter. I know he told me it was going to be the biggest pain in the butt to get it off, but holy crap. Like, complete afterthought. But it's so filthy that's got to be restricting some things. So I bet it's going to be a little bit better free flowing when I throw this filter away and just open turbo. I'm just kidding. I won't do that. I'll probably clean it and put it back on. Oh, what a beauty. What a beauty. Oh, it spins so freely too. Sick. Sorry, I'm having a moment fingering my turbo over here. Gotta put it on for the glamour photo, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.